All right, considering the hype surrounding this movie had to be awesome. It had to be spectacular. It had to be tremendous. And it had to be great. It had to be perfect. And the hype surrounding this movie is just like if you grabbed a butter knife and put it through butter. That's what and that doesn't even equal the hype surrounding this movie. This movie is Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler, who also did such movies as Creed, a personal favorite of mine, a surprise hit because considering it was a Rocky prequel, and so it was definitely in my top three best films of 2015 in my channel. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. So I was really curious what Ryan Coogler could come up with this Marvel property created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. So basically, Black Panther starts off where Captain America Civil War left off, and as you know, that T'Challa's father was assassinated in Captain America Civil War, and now T'Challa's about to become king, but he's not going to become king without any problems, without any contention. So in this movie, he's about to be coronated, and he has a Michael B. Jordan who plays Eric Killmonger to oppose his becoming king, as well as Umbaka, who's actually the man-ape for the Marvel Comics. I kind of remember Man-Ape because I remember having this graphic novel from Marvel Comics, and I saw just like a little character page, and I saw the Man-Ape on the character page. But of course, you can't call him Man-Ape because that would be considered racist. So he has people opposing him becoming king, and also he has to think about Wakanda, this advanced civilization that used vibranium, a substance that's from outer space, to become this amazing civilization, and it come to terms that what Killmonger wants, he thinks they're being selfish, and they should share this technology with the rest of the world, and so that's basically what this movie's about. It's just about him dealing with those problems. This movie doesn't really concentrate too much on. It's not really a superhero movie. It is. It's a Marvel Comics. I realize what it is. It's a Marvel Comics movie, and that's what it deals with. But this movie's more about what T'Challa has to deal with as becoming king. It's not like he's going to become king without any challenges or anybody opposing him becoming king. So I just want to talk about a little bit. Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther, he did a really good job on this movie, and I think he still needs a little bit more time to be more comfortable with the role. But I think he was really good, and I like his the way he brought what he brought to the table. And there's just a lot. There's the cast of this movie is just phenomenal. There's only one. There's a couple. I'm going to talk about a little bit of the negatives, and I'm going to talk about the special effects as well as the cast members of this movie. So, all right, the what I thought was wrong during this challenge in this mountain with this waterfall in it. You see a bunch of people standing on the mountain, different tribes that come to witness the coronation, and it's kind of reminiscent of, I don't know if you guys remember Mortal Kombat, the original arcade game, as well as Street Fighter, because some of the stuff you saw was a lot like this. It you could tell right away it looks like a CGI image, and that's what kind of it. There's not a whole lot of there's nothing really wrong with this movie. Just a couple of things, including there's a scene where uh, Killmonger is battling the Black Panther. They're falling down. It's kind of reminiscent of Spider-Man 3. It looks there's a couple of spots in this movie where the cinematography was just way too dark, so you couldn't really tell what was going on, especially in the opening action scene where you see Black Panther do his thing, and as well as that scene because it looked just reminiscent. It looks like CGI, and you can't really tell what's going on because both of them are wearing a Black Panther outfit. And another thing that I really did, the character of Claw. I don't know if you guys remember this guy. He did the Lord of the Rings. He was Smeagol, Gollum, and I just want to talk about the humor of this movie. There was attempts at humor on this movie, and it just really didn't land for me. It wasn't really funny or anything like that. It was just really awkward humor, and I'm not talking about in the Michael Bay kind of way. it just wasn't funny for me. And there was a scene where Claw kind of starts talking about that song from Night at the Roxbury. What is love, baby? Don't hurt. The attempts of humor. That's what you don't really you don't really notice it on the movie, but it does when they do when they attempt to do it, it's just not really funny. But other than that, because if okay, Claus seemed like a kind of like a filler character, and he just kind of took up space in this movie. I think if Claw wasn't in this movie, it wouldn't have made a difference because we already had a good supervillain or a good villain in this movie in Killmonger. So if he wouldn't have been in this movie, it wouldn't have made a difference at all. And I just want to talk about the standout characters in this movie. The warrior girls on this movie were awesome. I think it was the costumes and were just phenomenal. I love the costumes, and one of the warrior women on this movie really stood out because most of them were bald, so I'm not really familiar with some of the work yet of these actresses, but they were really good, especially his main bodyguard, the main one, who's the captain of the guards of his bodyguards. She was really amazing. I thought she did a knockout performance, as well as Umbaka, who does the man ape. He was really good, and I really think he should have been on this movie more often because when he did come on. It was really good. He looks awesome. It looks, I mean, a little kid growing up. Imagine if you see these characters that you read in comic books, and they're on the screen now, and you're watching them in a live action movie. You did kind of get those feelings. And Umbaka the man ape really, when he was on the screen, he really it was really he gave really knockout performance as well as Michael B. Jordan, the Killmonger. He was really good. His character motivation is just he he thinks that Wakanda, this place that's been kept hidden from mankind, should share that technology of vibranium. And his character motivation is not just that; it's because see, T'Challa becoming king is not without any problems, without any mistakes, because basically, just like any president, when the previous president, you become president, you're not gonna. It's not gonna be without any let's say any dirty laundry, because so T'Chaka has there's one of the opening scenes where T'Chaka, and I didn't realize at first that the Wakandan spies in the beginning of the movie were actually one of them was actually his brother, as well as a young Forrest Whitaker, who does a really stand-up performance. I mean, anytime I see Forrest Whitaker or Angela Bassett on any movie, it's always amazing. I mean, these people really deliver, so I don't really have to worry about when I see them on a movie that they're not going to give. I mean, whatever screen time they had, it was awesome. There was just so so actually T'Chaka's brother was one of the spies, and he tries to kill Forrest Whitaker's character. So T'Chaka kills him, and the little boy in the playground in Oakland is actually Eric Killmonger in the beginning of the film. So they kind of so see basically Eric Killmonger's character motivation is good because he's not only opposes that Wakanda, this amazing place that it's been hidden from the outside world for centuries, share this type of technology with the world, but also because his father was murdered by T'Challa's father. So his character motivation is really good, and I think he gives out definitely one of the best performances on this movie as well. So basically, and I want to talk about also the special effects on this movie again because the special effects are really good. But Wakanda, I was kind of disappointed with Wakanda as a character because when you watch the Thor movies, I was expecting something a lot like Asgard, and it was awesome, it was beautiful. But a lot of the shots you see of Wakanda, there's not a whole lot of shots of any of the skyline or the buildings or anything. So when you do actually see Wakanda, you see T'Challa and his love interest on this movie in a scene. You do see Wakanda. You see a busy street with a bunch of people walking everywhere. People, stores and all that stuff, and people. And the costumes are very colorful on this movie, and just the cinematography on this movie was top notch, except in those action scenes where you see the beginning where it's kind of dark, so you can't really tell what's going on when the fighting starts. But I was kind of disappointed that Wakanda wasn't really they don't really explore Wakanda. You just kind of see like a um, just almost like a just on the top it's CGI, on the bottom it's kind of looks probably like a sound stage, and it's green screen. So that was the only thing I was really disappointed with also. But this movie is I would definitely buy this movie on DVD. And before I give my rating, I just want to talk about just a couple more things that I wanted to point out about the movie. So T'Challa's sister Shuri, who gives it. She's kind of like she's there for in a way in the beginning for like kind of like a comic relief. I'm not saying she's like Jar Jar Binks, an annoying character. I'm just saying that a lot of the time she's kind of like a little bit of a bratty, she's actually very intelligent, and she does builds a lot of the technology in Wakanda in this movie. But she's there's a lot of her moments where she's trying to be funny. It's not really funny, but other than that, I think everybody give it, this movie is definitely a does it live up to the hype? I think it does because I really enjoyed this movie. I waited a while to go see this movie. I saw it with just two other people in the theater, so I really think this movie. I had to kind of just sit there and watch it and dissect this film. And so basically, it's King T'Challa. He has to deal with these not only becoming king, but also with realizing that the problems of not sharing this vibranium and this technology to the outside world. And the post-end credit scenes I want to talk about because I wasn't going to make this a spoiler review, but probably most of you have already seen this movie. And I was kind of looking for Steve Rogers because if you guys remember in the end of Captain America Civil War, Steve Rogers was with him in Wakanda, but you don't see him at all in this movie. I want to talk about the end credit scenes because there's like two of them. Because anytime you go see a Marvel Comics movie, you gotta sit tight and wait for the end credit scenes because the end credit scenes is this T'Challa and his people revealing their society to the outside world in the UN. So they're just kind of like, okay, we're ready to share our technology, our way of life with the outside world. And then so the UN are just kind of like, what are we gonna get for a bunch of farmers anyways? So and also the other end credit scene is with Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. Well, he used to be the Winter Soldier because there's some videos online that he's going to become a new character, the White Wolf, and there's also a rumor that he's supposed to be the next Captain America because Chris Evans' contract expired with the final film in the Avengers um, Infinity War movies. So that's kind of like up in the air a little bit, and I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do with that. So it just shows him inside of a hut or something in Wakanda, outside of the city, and that's pretty much it. And okay, if you like this video, share it, subscribe to Lewis Balance Cinema's reviews, and I really hope you guys like this video a lot because I really worked hard to try to make this the most accurate video I can of the Black Panther. And before I leave, I'm going to talk about the rating I'm going to give this movie. Okay, I'm going to give this movie an A. I would have gave it an A plus because it's not a perfect movie without any flaws because of the character of the Claw. It just really didn't work for me. And if he wouldn't have been in this movie, it wouldn't have made any difference to me at all. And just a couple of other stuff I was talking about with the special effects and the awkward humor. But on the outside of that, this is a really good movie. And if you have not seen Black Panther, I think everybody's seen it already. But please subscribe to this blog, support this blog, and share this video. Okay, I'll see you guys real soon.